So, I know a lot of people talk about like how a girl or a woman is like not wife material, but I think that the whole world has forgotten the fact that some men are not husband material. If all you do is think about yourself, your wants, your needs, what you want out of life and stuff like that, you're not husband material, because you have to also look after your woman and look after your children as well. But how the fuck can you do that if you're just focused on yourself? Also, to be husband material, you have to be able to control your lust. Most niggas don't know how to control their lust. They want multiple bitches. You know. Also, part of being a good husband material, of course, if you're a husband, you're gonna be a father, so you have to be involved in your children's lives. But a lot of men think that, oh, well, I'm buying them stuff, or I'm spending money, or I'm pay child support. I'm here to, if nobody has let y'all know, paying child support does not make you a good father. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck if you paying $5,000 something a month. That does not make you a good father. But anyways, there's just different ways to where a man is not husband material. But I know a lot of times people like to get onto the female, which you should. Everybody should be held accountable for their fuck ups, right? But I don't think y'all pay attention to the fact that some men are not husband material. You know, husbands are supposed to protect their wives. They're supposed to defend and stand up for their wives and their children, right? But most guys, they'll probably just let their family talk to their female just any type of way and talk about her. Allowing your family to talk shit about her and not standing up for her, that's not husband material. You know, husbands are supposed to provide. A lot of dudes, they don't want to take care of their female. They want her to go 50-50 on the bills. That's not husband material. Y'all can argue with the Bible, you know. Yeah, there's different ways to where men are not husband material, but everybody wants to jump on the female and scrutinize her. And, you know, I know something else that I see is when people are like, oh, guys are just not emotional. They don't operate like women, which I'm not expecting them to. But if your woman has a fucking problem, but every time she brings it up, it's a fucking argument, my nigga, she is not the problem. You just lack communication skills. You lack fucking empathy. And that disqualifies you from being husband material, because problems are going to arise. Situations are going to arise. Your woman is going to have a problem with something. And if she can't fucking come to you and talk to you about that shit without you demonizing her and, you know, villainizing her, you're not husband material. And then I see this new movement. Oh, this shit irritates my soul. When a man is like, I want my woman to be my peace. To me, if that's your mentality, you are not fucking husband material. Because ain't no fucking way you're expecting a woman who will be cleaning, cooking for you, taking care of the children 9 times out of 10 by her fucking self. And most of y'all want bitches to go 50-50 with y'all on the bills. There's no way in hell you're expecting a woman like that with all that pressure on her to always be your peace. It's selfish for you to even think, and unrealistic as well, for you to even think that a woman, an emotional creature by the way, will be your peace. She's gonna lose loved ones. She's gonna have bad fucking days. She's gonna be probably battling with postpartum depression after she has your fucking children. So to expect this woman who's going through so many hormonal changes and life changes and, you know, with all this pressure on her, and expecting her to always be your peace, is unrealistic. It's fucking unrealistic. So I feel like if you're a man who always wants a woman to be your peace, that you are not husband material. Because a true husband should know, okay, this is a woman that I am marrying, right? A woman with a lot of emotions, a woman with a lot of hormonal shifts and stuff happening. She's hitting menopause and all this other extra shit. So she's not gonna always be happy fucking go lucky. And it takes a real man, a real husband, to be able to recognize that and also sign up and be okay with that without complaining and bitching about it. Right? But yeah, it's not just the women, y'all, who are not wife material. There are men who are also not husband material. Does that make them bad people? No. And I think that's something too that like I want to normalize. Like you like, and I can like when I tell you like it applies to me. You could be a great fucking person. You could be a great worker. You could be a great daughter, husband, or a great daughter, a son. You could even be a great parent. But that does not make you a great fucking husband. That does not make you a great wife. That does not make you a great person to be in a relationship with. And that was a realization that I had about myself. Like, I'm a cool-ass, laid-back-ass female, but when it comes to dating, I'd rather just be friends with people because I still got shit that I have to work on. But I think a lot of people think that since they're a good worker or they're a good son or daughter or whatever the fuck, maybe you good at what you do in your career, that just automatically deems you as a good fucking husband or a good catch or a good wife. And that's not always the fucking case. That's not always the case. Maybe you are a cool ass person, but you're a horrible fucking person to date and marry. You know, and it takes a lot of accountability to admit that shit. I can admit myself, you know, I'm funny as fuck. Like, if we friends, I'm cool as fuck. I'm goofy. I'm all of this shit. But in a relationship, whole nother person. But accountability just has to be taken on both sides. But I don't like whenever most guys just try to put all the pressure of change and accountability on the woman. I don't like that. And not only do I not like that, but that's not fair. It's not balanced. That's not how things go, you know. Men also have a lot of shit to work on as well. Each individual on this planet, fuck a gender, each person on this planet has a lot to fucking work on. So if you look in the mirror and you see absolutely nothing wrong with you, you're probably the biggest fucking problem walking around this planet right now. But anywho's, y'all grown though.